Welcome. Welcome to Chris's Caribbean Delights. Hey, it's Chris here again, and I'm going to share with you a recipe for Guyanese street food. It's a snack that we use for various occasions. I mean, you can just be hanging out, liming. Um, it's like an appetizer. You can use it as an appetizer. You can use it in various ways. So it's called Pholourie. Pholourie is an Indian snack that was made from split peas, flour, and some other ingredients. So um, it's very delicious. It's delicious and it's delectable, and it's something that just grows on you, and you use a dipping sauce, either a mango chutney or a tamarind chutney, and it's wonderful. So we're going to go to camera 2 and we're going to get you the recipe, we're going to get you the ingredients, and we're going to start making some Pholourie. So here's what we'll need for our Pholourie mix. First of all, I have 2 cups of flour, all-purpose flour, any type of all-purpose flour, and I have a half of a cup of split peas powder. Split peas powder. You can either use the split peas powder, or you can grind the split peas. You can soak the split peas and grind it, and add that into your flour. So to make it's easier if you just have the split peas powder. Um, Here I have 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, um, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder. I have some cumin powder, and half a teaspoon of garam masala, and I have 2 teaspoons of turmeric to give it that lovely yellow color. I also need 1 pack of yeast, which is 2 and a quarter teaspoons of yeast. I have 6 cloves of garlic that I grated. I also have a hot pepper, about 1 tablespoon of habanero that I minced right here. I have some thyme, fresh thyme, and some fresh parsley. You can use any other fresh green ingredients that you want. You can use cilantro, you can use scallion, or whatever. But this is what I'm going to use in my recipe. So we're gonna go from here now. We're gonna go and do our mixture, and I'm going to show you that next step. So now, into my bowl, I'll add my 2 cups of flour, my half a cup of split peas powder, split peas flour, sorry, right? I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients. We're going to also add my turmeric, the salt, cumin powder, coriander powder, and the baking powder. That's all in there. Give this a mix with your hand. Give this a mix. Just make sure it's all incorporated into the flour. Right. I'm going to add my yeast. Add the yeast. Mix that in also. Now I'm going to add my garlic. My hot pepper, parsley, and my thyme. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with my hand and make sure that garlic gets into every part of the flour. Just make sure it's all incorporated into the flour, because you need that fragrance, that garlic essence into the flour. So we'll go ahead and take a few minutes and just rub all the ingredients into the flour, and before we start adding the water. So in my bowl I have made sure that I mixed everything in, all my previous ingredients. Now I'm going to add warm water. You add it slowly, add it a little bit at a time, because you know if you can't put too, if you put too much in, you can't take it out. So we're just going to add a little bit at a time, and we'll start our mixture. Get it all mixed in here. And then, because you're looking for a dough that's kind of flaccid, kind of not runny, but sticky, and sticky, but not too runny, you know. And you can see that color coming out there. That's from the turmeric. And you use your fingers to really mix this together. I think this is good. This is good. I love this. I love this texture. So I'm going to mix this together a little more and give it a good workout, and then for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to leave it to rest for about an hour. So here's our lovely batter, and it's nice and jiggly. This is what we want, we're looking for. I'm going to cover this up, leave it, let it sit for about an hour, and then it'll come back. It may double in size, and then we'll start the frying process. After about an hour, this is what our my split pea mix look like. The yeast is raised, is double in size and everything else. So now I'll have my oil heating on the medium-high heat. So we'll just proceed to fry the Pholouries. Here we come. So for this process, hands must be impeccably clean, because we're going to go right in with our hands, and we're going to fry this batter. Make sure our oil is at least at 325, at least close to it. You can start frying. So I'll just give it a few more minutes until it gets up. It's right now. It's like at at 300. So I'll give it a few more minutes so that it gets up to 325. Then I'll start putting my my Pholouries in. I mean, this is like it's not a really technical thing, but you can put it in now. But it's like it's going to take a little longer. It might suck up a little more oil than you want to, and stuff like that. But a minute or two, why not wait? 325, and we'll dump them. We'll put them in, dunk it. And now that they're nice and golden brown, our Pholouries are ready to come out of the oil. So I have a lined paper bowl here. It's lined with some paper towels to take up the excess oil. As I said earlier, you wet your hand, pick up a handful of the dough, and you squeeze it through your thumb and your forefinger and just drop it in there. And you get a perfect round there you go. After about 2 minutes, about a minute on each side, or 2 minutes, a minute and a half on each side, you try to turn them around. They might be floating, you know, they do their own thing. You just gotta toss them around so that they know that the other side is supposed to get some heat, you know, so. But it's just medium low heat. Once you do medium low heat, you'll be good. They wouldn't start burning, or they wouldn't try to get too parched on either side. It's medium low is really the normal for these fritters, for most fritters. And this is a lovely split pea fritter, which is a Pholourie. And we just need to have them rolling around here so that, you know, they can get some color. We're trying to get some color into them, as well as them being cooked on the inside. awesome. Pholourie shrimp, regular Pholourie. Awesome. The Pholourie shrimp. Shrimp Pholourie. Pholourie shrimp. Never heard of Pholourie shrimp. But here it is. Pholourie shrimp. Shrimp Pholourie. Mmm. Fantastic.